he kind of just sits there. So all he has to do, he's just standing there, and there's a picture my mom has where she just quickly took a picture of it, of just my dad just standing there, not knowing how to react, that this giant snake is now on him.
Wow.
And so I'm sure there were some visitors who were like, does this church always have like big animals at their church? Which I always found funny. There's a couple of people at my church where I'm not saying I wouldn't recommend them to people, but like you then get like a thought of church when you see the big guy or the guy full of tattoos.
Hmm.
Which isn't a misconception because I think some people like that is something people do gripe about. Oh, people full of tattoos in church, which whatever. I know so many people that are like that. They're like the chillest people on the planet. But Crad, you were saying Pentecostal.
Yeah.
I had a guy I was working with. He came up to me one day, out of the blue, total serious, straight face, just goes, "So, you're one of those pescatarians, aren't you?" And I'm like, "What?"
You
And
only eat fish?
and he's like, "Yeah, you go to that pescatarian church." And I'm like, "You mean Pentecostal?" He's like, "What's the difference?" I explained the difference. Like
There's a difference,
like
all right. Yeah.
he he didn't know the difference. I was like, dude, but like that is one thing I do have to say. We might talk about later in church about stuff that we could work on, not misconception wise, but we need to work on the rhetoric and like the phrasing we use when we're talking to people
Oh,
because
the
you,
churchies.
yeah, well, because
Christianese?
yeah, because you try explaining something to people, and there some people have zero idea what church is, and you confuse them even further. But yeah, that was my my funny. I always think about that story, and it gets brought up occasionally by
Go to that
people.
pescatarian church, don't you?
Yeah. I should say it's my pastor.
That's
We're doing
that's
baptism
good.
this. We're doing baptism this week. I should ask him about that.
Yeah.
He'd get a kick about that.
It's good. You're gonna just have a whole fish meal sitting right there waiting for him.
Got you some fish sticks, Pastor.
Yeah. Fresh out of the
Pescatarian.
microwave.
But no, that is a common misconception. We all do not act or sound the same.
No,
We are grouped into one big category. Y'all those guys that run around a lot, aren't you? Well, sometimes, but
Depending on which church you go to and what service it is,
yeah, not all the time. But how about you, Doc? I know you're coming from a different denomination than us.
different
Southern
cloth.
Baptist has its whole uh I don't know. You get the old jokes of what's the difference between going fishing with a Methodist and going fishing with a Baptist? The Methodists will bring their beer, the Baptists will drink all yours.
So not all
That's funny.
Baptists drink,
Yeah,
you know.
not all Baptists drink, not all Baptists are teetotalers. It's just I've known Baptists that go out and dance.
Oh my goodness.
Even that's one of the things, isn't it?
Heaven forbid you dance in church. Just
I've known I've known teachers that left the Baptist church because they could, or left working at the church because they wanted to go out and dance.
Interesting.
so I went to Baptist high school, which was very interesting being Pentecostal, just different worlds altogether. And they had a thing we had to sign saying we couldn't go to the movie theaters. We never signed it. We didn't say anything. We just didn't say anything if we did or not. They didn't ask. So, and they knew we were Pentecostal, so I don't know. I'm surprised it didn't come up, but
And that's like, and the things people are scared of the Baptist church because a lot of them say, "Oh, you're just too legalistic."
mm, yeah.
And
Or
like, yeah, there's some that are.